Wow, we're already into 2022. Can you believe it? The first week of 2022 has completed. Started off the week at Fort Recovery, Ohio. I made the trek to Boonville, Missouri, where I took a 34-hour reset. I chose to do the reset on the road rather than do the reset at the fort because it made sense to put myself in a better position to start the week right outside the place I needed to deliver to. Boonville's pilot has a Wendy's. Wendy's is great because they have chili and baked potato, two of my all-time favorites. They also have a good roller grill. When doing a 34-hour reset, it's always good to pick a good place to do it where you'll be able to have access to laundry facilities, shower, and I happen to have access to the pilot shower power because that's where we fuel at, so it works out pretty well. While I like to get over 600 miles a day, 590 was not too bad. I had 10 hours and 11 minutes of drive time, an hour and 10 minutes of on-duty time. That on-duty time was things like drop and hook, checking it, weighing it, inspection, fueling, things of that nature. The next day was spent completely in the off-duty because I was not working. You can do a lot of things when you're not working. You can go to the local Walmart, resupply. When I got started, I went ahead and drove off early because my reset ended in the middle of the night. So I went ahead and drove from Boonville to just short of Wichita. That way I could be in position when they opened to be right there for the delivery. A lot of times we will have to worry about the shipper or receiver's clock, and that will dictate where we stop. After a short break, about a 2-hour nap, I use split clock, I was able to go Augusta to Wichita and make it to my delivery point. After driving the last few miles to Wichita, I found out that I had the incorrect address. That happens quite frequently. But not only did they give me the incorrect address, they gave me the wrong name of the facility. Fortunately, somebody knew that Bass Pro Shop was really Cabela's. Then when I got there, I found out that their dock was full with 3 trailers, none of which was ours. So I had to get permission so I could pull one of those trailers out, drop and hook my trailer, and back the trailer back in. It always adds to the fun when we have those kind of things. This time I wound up having a delivery to an airplane facility, and I got security to give me the name and number of a building that would accept the delivery because we weren't really sure what a building in this massive complex received it. All I cared about is they took this single pallet off the back of my truck so I could be on my way. The next stop was an easy one. It was a Crown facility that I've been to before. Pull in, get turned around, get docked, get unloaded super quick, and roll on. Then I went to a Crown facility that I knew I wasn't going to make it by their early delivery time. Once I got there, I went ahead and planned for a nice overnight stay. It's always quiet when you sleep overnight at the shipper or receiver, especially Crown facilities. Overnighting at a shipper or receiver's facility gives you some advantages. You're able to get the blocks done and have everything ready first thing in the morning when they walk in the door. That way they will unload you quickly and you'll be able to get down the road to your next destination. And it works out. This time I had 633.6 miles, and I drove for 10 hours and 49 minutes. That's pretty good considering the maximum we're allowed to drive is 11 hours. I'm very happy with the day. The next day was a trip from Oklahoma City to Laredo. Yeah, fun times. We go to Laredo all the time. You've seen lots of footage of Laredo. Wound up with 9 hours and 51 minutes of drive time, 25 minutes of on-duty time, 636.7 miles. When the weather starts to get bad, like you heard about in Kentucky and Tennessee last week, well, on that day, my GPS was routing me around a lot of the worst shutdowns and slowdowns on the highway. But at a certain point, I made the decision that 9 hours was enough driving for the day, and I went ahead and shut down early. I think it was a good call because I still wound up having a good day. I got in 552 miles, maybe not the 600 that I like to get, but I was able to shut down, and the next morning the weather was better. It was the last day of the cycle. I was going to make it from Georgetown to Greer, South Carolina, where I dropped this load, and they had another load prepared for me to take from Greer, South Carolina, take home with me that doesn't deliver until Thursday. As you can see from my hours, I exceeded 70 hours in an 8-day period. This is because I was doing resets versus doing a recap. I did a video on this earlier. I'll link it above. This is an example where resets work out better than recaps.